Growing up, my dad was a pilot. I remember late nights, he would come to the house and then he'd be like, well, do you want to go flying tonight? So we would go out to the airport where he worked at the time and we would just go flying. It was really kind of eye-opening, just like how great being a pilot is really what influenced me to become a pilot myself. My name is Wyatt Woods. I was born in Alaska and then moved down to Virginia. There's a lot of fixed wing training around here, but helicopters is a whole different story. When researching places to go, Sweet Aviation came up, and of course it was in Indiana, so that's quite a flight, but me and my dad decided we'll just go up there for a weekend. So we went up for 2 days during the summer. Seeing how Sweet Aviation operated, that really blew me and my dad away. Immediately, Carter and Elizabeth, they came out and talked to us and talked to me, and they showed us the helicopters there. Having that experience to actually fly a gimbal it's really great.
We do hand over the flight controls so they can kind of get a feel for the aircraft and start to say, wow, I think I could do this. We've got our operator's manual right here. I'm Elizabeth Hornay, and I'm one of the flight instructors for the helicopters here at Sweet Aviation. We've got our latch right there. So Wyatt's plan was, hey, I'm gonna take a couple months off, come to Indiana from Virginia, and I wanna go from 0 to private pilot's license.
I wanted to get it done in just 2 months. I know it was ambitious, but when I talked to Carter and Elizabeth about it, they reassured me really that it was possible.
And so we sat down, we had a meeting before he came, and we just walked through the syllabus, made a rough timeline, and then we said, let's try it. And it ended up taking him about 3 months to do it.
It was about 2 flights a day, and I went in about 5 to 6 days a week flying. And then I did ground school as well. So, I mean, I was just engrossed into this world where it's just all these, pilots that love their job. It was amazing going into it like that.
So seeing people through to success and getting them from the point where they can barely hover and they think, I'm never gonna do this, to the end where they're doing 180 autos and they're ready to test. It's very, very rewarding.
Because after you get over that big hump of thinking you're not good enough or you'll never get this, then everything else just comes and you get to the fun part really, which is just flying itself. Actually being able to hover and take off and be able to look down and see just the world in front of you. And in Indiana was perfect for that because it was so flat, you could just see everything for miles.
Wyatt's great. He was naturally gifted with the ability of being able to feel the controls, kind of very good with maneuvers, not a lot of fear.
Carter and Elizabeth, they knew what they were doing. Just the attention that the instructors are able to give to pilots, I mean, it's so helpful.
And we are very dedicated and we're invested in them personally and making sure they achieve their goals. So it's not a number in, number out system. It's you're seen as a person and we make sure we handle you as an individual.
I definitely plan to return to Smithfield with how amazing of a time I had there. Definitely to help me get my commercial. Anybody on the fence, I just say to do just one flight because doing that first flight, like a discovery flight, it's such an important thing to me after I did that. You'd be able to see how amazing it is to be with a helicopter pilot and to maybe be one yourself one day.